Olerud here, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things social media and personal branding. Today I want to talk about LinkedIn because I spend a lot of time on there, probably at least an hour every day. And one of the things that I've been seeing a lot is people talking about how you need to be engaging in the comments. That is the secret sauce, as they say. But if we're looking at engagement as a recipe, I think that there's an ingredient that a lot of people are missing, two actually, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. The first ingredient is authenticity. In theory, it's pretty simple, but it seems like it can be difficult for people to stick to for two reasons. One, they either outsource their engagement, which is a big no-no in my opinion, or they are commenting with a goal in mind. They're commenting trying to sell something. They're commenting trying to push a narrative or push a connection, and that is plainly obvious to the people on the other side of the comments, and it leads to burnout pretty quickly. Start by being real. Approach the comment section as if it was a conversation. So if someone posts a topic that you have a question about, ask a question. If someone posts and you disagree, you can do so respectfully, or you can expand on what they have said. If you want to echo their sentiment, don't just repeat what they said. Don't regurgitate their post to them, right? Because one, that is rather annoying and it hurts you more than it helps you. What you can do is find a way to insert your personality into the comments that you're leaving. What I would challenge you to do is focus on what's meaningful. Did it remind you of something that relates back to you or an experience you have? Share that with them. If you think that what they're saying is awesome, tell them that, but also tell them why. People truly appreciate comments that feel thoughtful and personal. So don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to write a novel in the comments. Something simple like, I've been dealing with the same thing lately, or I had a similar experience, this really resonates with me, is enough to start a conversation. The second ingredient, and the one that is missing the most often, is courage. So if authenticity is the foundation, the base of the recipe, right? Courage is the secret ingredient. It is what allows you to keep showing up in a way that's true to you. There have been so many times where I have seen a post on my feed and I've wanted to comment. If I have a story, like I mentioned previously, or I want to just congratulate the person. And then I'll see who it is. Maybe it's a CEO of a big company, or it's someone within my industry who I aspire to be. And I find myself thinking like, who am I to engage with them? Why would they want to engage with me? I'm a smaller creator, I'm a smaller business owner, and I start the spiral, the imposter syndrome spiral, I like to call it. But what I've realized over time is that if people are posting on a social media platform, they want the engagement. They want to connect with people that share the same sentiment. Nobody hits post thinking like, I hope nobody comments on this. They want your perspective, they want your expertise, or honestly, even just your encouragement. Think of it this way. If you walked up to someone in person and you were like, hey, I loved what you said earlier about X, Y, and Z. It really inspired me. Would they be like, go away? No, it would probably mean a lot to them. They'd be flattered and excited to talk to you. The same goes for social media. Truthfully, some of the best connections I've made have been with people that I have not yet met in person. People that I thought to myself, maybe it's weird if I comment on their posts, but I had the audacity to be myself online, and it's created some really good connections for me. So here's my challenge to you. Pick 3 posts this week that really stand out to you for whatever reason, and leave thoughtful and or encouraging comments on them. Bonus points if this is someone that inspires you or that you've never interacted with before. And remember, you want to be specific but simple. So instead of saying great post or regurgitating their post back to them, you say something like, this really resonated with me because thank you for sharing your thoughts. If you can find the time to do that, you might just see that engagement truly is the most important piece of social media. Being consistent with your engagement is what makes all of the difference. Over time, you'll notice how these comments turn into connections, which turn into conversations, friendships, and maybe even business opportunities. If you've been holding back with engaging on social media for any reason, but specifically from the imposter syndrome realm, I want you to consider this your permission slip. Stop overthinking, stop worrying about sounding perfect. Just be yourself, be authentic, be courageous, and most importantly, just start. Just start engaging with your community online.